Thank you for joining me today. My name is Donna. I am the bookkeeper. I'm the owner here at Bookkeeping Made Simple. I never quite know when the recordings start, so I'm just going to upload the video and hope for the best. This will be uploaded on Tuesday, May 18th, and I am just really have a lot to share with you. I am getting ready to put up a white paper and in a webinar. So if you're interested in that, the white paper will be on, and I'm almost done with it, ways to make your business profitable by using your accountant. So there are ways to make sure that your business is profitable, to almost guarantee that your business is profitable. And so that will be coming up a little bit in further videos. Like I said, I'm almost done with the white paper, and then I got to do the webinar, and then I will be sharing that link with you. So lots going on. Let's see. So one of the ways to make sure, by the way, that your business is profitable is to determine ahead of time where your money goes. And I'm going to talk a little bit about planning. I'm not going to get into the nuts and bolts of budgeting and creating your sales plan right now, but I do want to talk a little bit about planning. And the reason is that, one, planning is a huge part of being in business. And another reason is that I have family members who don't like to plan. The reason they don't like to plan is that their plans may change. They literally, this is both my boyfriend and my sister-in-law have said things to me like, well, I don't want to make a menu plan because what if it changes? Okay. So I thought I would talk a little bit about planning and what happens when your plans go awry, and what to do to get back on track, and what to do to make these adjustments. So, and it's important because all plans change, okay? Everything changes. There's nothing as constant as change. So it doesn't matter how good your plan is, how wonderful, how perfect. I have never had one of my days go according to plan. Now, the nice thing though is that with the plan, the framework, with if I put together a plan and I determine which are the most important things I need to do that day, then I'm most likely to get those most important things done. And the things that will fall through the cracks are the things that are a little bit further down in my list of priorities. And sometimes life happens. As of the time of recording, my son is in the hospital. Life happens. I'm not going to go into any of his medical details, but it's not COVID related. Life just happens, and you have to kind of roll with it. If you've been watching this channel for very long, you know that my boyfriend has some rather serious health issues, and so I always have to keep in mind that no matter how good my plans are, they may change instantly, because those health issues are like I talked about in the quadrant, they are both urgent and important. We try to make sure that we take care of our health, mental and physical, and but sometimes things happen. So that is urgent, it is important, it is more important than anything else going on. Okay. So I'm going to have to adjust my plans for today. And so that's just one of those things. Well, what do you do when these things happen? One thing that I like to do is if I'm going to be out and about and I think I will have an opportunity to do so, I will keep my laptop with me. If I really try to think ahead about, is this, if something goes wrong, is this the kind of thing where I'm going to want my laptop, or is my tablet going to be good enough? I have a ton of electronics. It's crazy. you know, am I just running up to pick, so I do pick up work from one of my clients, sometimes two of them. Is this going to be a quick run up and back and I'm not going to have to worry about this, or is it a meeting? I try to think ahead a little bit, and if I think that there might be an opportunity where I might need my laptop or I might want my laptop, I will take it with me. And that way, if something happens, if I'm going in for a meeting and they call when I'm already there and say that they're going to be really late, I have my work right there in front of me. Everything that I do is on the cloud. So I have white papers to write, I have a webinar to put together, I have a ton of things to do, and sometimes it gets done in these little moments when I have to change my plans. Now, I've talked a little bit about calendar blocking. One of the nice things about using calendar blocking on the computer, and I use Outlook for my business events, and then I use Google, and then Google Calendar, I just have 9 to 5 is just blocked out. It's just work time. So my daily meetings are actually in Outlook. I pay for Calendar Sync, so so that everything syncs up. It goes both back and forth. And then my personal stuff I usually put on Google Calendar, not always. So what I'll do then is I will pull up my calendar and I will start looking to see I will look at my to-do list and look and see what do I have to do today. So this video was at the top of my list. Very first thing I needed to do. I need to leave in just a few minutes to go up to Salt Lake and pick up some work. I have a phone call I need to make. It's probably going to take about half an hour. Hopefully not. I have some tax returns I need to review. I have tax returns I need to prepare. I have another phone call to make. 2 more phone calls to make. And it's literally on my calendar. So I have a beginning time and an end time. And the reason I do that is that if I have things that I can usually tell by looking at work just how long it's going to take. And I'm usually good enough about that I can basically say, this is going to take this much, and I'm going to charge you this much to do it. So that's always a nice thing to be able to tell someone, yeah, this is going to take me 5 hours. It's going to cost you X number of dollars. Most of my clients are kind of subscription clients, so I charge them a flat fee. Doesn't matter how long it takes, but I want to make sure that I am making better than minimum wage and that my bookkeepers are making better than minimum wage. So I want to make sure that I have a beginning time and an end time. And then at the end of the day, if I haven't accomplished all of the work that needed to be done for that client, I can reevaluate and see how much longer it's going to take, which is a really handy thing to do. I have done this for many years. So at this point, when you're starting out doing calendar blocking, it is a little bit intimidating. Again, it's this idea that this is my calendar, it is written in stone, it can never change. I like it being on the computer because I can shrink or expand the amount of time that I'm going to need. I can drag and drop an event from one day to another. I can say, oh, I don't have time to do this today. I can do it tomorrow when I have a little bit more time. And that way, you know, I kind of am aware to myself that this is a plan. It is not written in stone. It is not, you know, I'm not going to, you know, I can expand my day if I need to. It's kind of a nice thing. It is one of the things about being the boss, and it's not always a nice thing. But if I need to work later, I can. I can look at my calendar and go, okay, I am going to have to work late tonight. Or I can go, you know, I can schedule this for 2 days from now, and it will still get done, and it will still be timely, and it will be fine. Okay. So I have no fear of changing a plan. Again, kind of back to the menu planning, because I don't want to get too much into business planning in this particular video. In the menu planning, I know that if I planned, like, I don't know, enchiladas for Monday, And Chris comes in and he says, oh, I really want to make spaghetti. Even though I've already bought all the stuff for enchiladas, I can just rearrange things. It's not the end of the world. I have friends that flip if their plans change, and I have friends that don't want to make any plans because they think they might change. And I just kind of laugh and say, you just roll with it. You just go, oh, well, then we'll have enchiladas tomorrow, and we'll have leftover spaghetti on Wednesday, and we'll have tacos on it's fine. It's not the end of the world. It just means I have to move some things around, and maybe it means that I need to put some of the chicken I bought in the freezer instead of in the fridge. It just means that because I have planned ahead, I might have to make some adjustments, but it does not mean that I should never plan. So it's kind of like traveling. One of the things I absolutely adore doing. I spent last weekend in Mesquite, Nevada, and my plan was to drive straight down. But then I get on the road, and sometimes, sometimes I have a lot on my mind. Sometimes I have, I want to stop and go, I've never seen Cove Fort. It was supposed to be the original capital of Utah. And this is where Chris is absolutely wonderful. He will drive past something and we'll be talking about things, and he'll go, have you ever seen this? And I say, never. And bam, he's off the freeway, and he's like, oh, you have to see it. You have to see it. We're going to go do that right now. And so I've learned with him to keep my plans flexible. They don't have to be written in stone. Okay. So I think that's all I'm going to talk about today. I have a lot of heavy emotional things going on. Everything will be fine. But it's a bit of a challenge sometimes to get to the end where things are fine. Sometimes it's important to remember, and this has to do with business too, if you don't reach happily ever after, you haven't reached the end of your story. Today is also the birthday for a number of people that are very close to my heart. My father turns 82. My mother-in-law turns 71. And two of my nephews also have birthdays today. So May 18th is a special day. I will always remember it as the day my dad lied to me about how old he was. He said that he was 40 in 1981. 1980, when Mount St. Helens erupted. No, he was 41. I always took him at his word, never actually did the math on that. But that's also, a big day, Mount St. Helens Day. I was living in Seattle at the time. And so that's one of those events where you remember where you were and what was happening. Fortunately, not like some of the others where it was because of outside forces. This was just a force of nature. That is it for today. If you are interested in having us help you with your books, consulting in your business, or helping you figure out what your next move should be, give us a call at 801-692-0032. The contact details will be in the description for this video. We would be excited to talk to you. And have a wonderful day. Remember, you woke up above the ground, so it is a good day. Love you, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.